5 red flags to watch for when hiring a contractor. Not a month goes by where I don't hear a new story about a contractor that has taken money from someone and then disappeared. I also get contacted regularly from people who hired a roofing contractor and now they're dealing with roof problems, and that contractor is not responding to their calls for service. Look, the business of roofing has been steadily improving over the years, but there are still plenty of bad contractors out there. Here's what you need to know. Hiding a bad reputation or hiding poor workmanship is now more difficult than ever due to online reviews. Homeowners are often very eager to share their experience with contractors in online reviews, regardless of whether that experience was good or not. These reviews give us a lot of insight into the character of each and every roofing contractor. I've been in the roofing business for over 20 years here in New Jersey, and I've seen every trick in the book. What this tells us is that protecting your home and your family's biggest investment isn't about luck. It's about knowing what warning signs to watch for. If you're looking to hire a roofing company near you, I'm going to show you exactly what I look for when I evaluate other contractors in my industry. And more importantly, the 5 red flags that should make you walk away immediately. Red flag number 1, insufficient years in business. Let me explain something that most homeowners don't realize. A roofing contractor that has been in business for 20 years or longer is typically someone that you can trust. Most contractors won't survive that long if they are not installing roofs correctly. Think of it like this. The roofing industry has a brutal natural selection process. Bad contractors get weeded out fast because word travels fast. Reviews pile up, and insurance claims expose poor workmanship. It's like a restaurant that's been in the same location for decades. They didn't survive by serving bad food. They earned their reputation meal by meal, customer by customer. The same principle applies to roofing contractors. Here's what this means for you specifically. When you see a contractor with 15 to 20 plus years in business, that's your first green flag. They've weathered storms, literally and figuratively, and built a sustainable business on quality work. According to industry data, most fly-by-night contractors don't make it past their first few years because they can't sustain the liability and reputation damage from poor work. This is important because established contractors have something to lose. They've invested decades building their reputation, and they're not going to risk that for a quick buck. New contractors, especially those who seem to pop up overnight, often lack the experience to handle complex roofing issues and may not have the financial stability to stand behind their work if problems arise. Here's exactly how to verify this. Ask to see their business license and check when it was first issued. Look up their Better Business Bureau profile to see their history. A legitimate contractor will be proud to share this information because they've worked hard to build a good track record. Red flag number 2, lack of manufacturer certifications. Manufacturers always take the reputation of a roofing company into account before they will allow them to be named as one of their certified roof installers. Let me explain what this means and why it's so critical for your protection. Major manufacturers like GAF, CertainTeed, and Owens Corning don't just hand out certifications. They investigate the contractor's track record, insurance status, customer satisfaction ratings, and technical competency. This is important because certified contractors can often extend warranties that non-certified contractors simply cannot provide. We're talking about warranties that can extend your roof protection by 10 to 15 years beyond the standard coverage. Think of manufacturer certifications like a professional license for doctors or lawyers. You wouldn't hire a surgeon who wasn't board certified. So why would you hire a roofer who can't prove their qualifications? These certifications require ongoing education, proper insurance coverage, and a proven track record of quality installations. Here's what you need to do. Always ask to see current manufacturer certifications. If they can't produce them immediately or make excuses, that's a red flag. Legitimate contractors are proud to show their certifications because they work hard to earn them. You can also verify these certifications directly with the manufacturer. Most have online databases where you can search for certified contractors in your area. The key thing to understand is this. When a manufacturer certifies a contractor, they're essentially putting their reputation on the line too. They only work with contractors who meet their strict standards because a bad installation reflects poorly on their products. Red flag number 3, poor online reputation. It is always a good idea to check your roofing contractor's online reviews before hiring them. You should also check their Better Business Bureau rating as well. If that roofer has done a poor job installing roofs in the past, you will be sure to find out about it online from that roofing company's previous customers. Here's my professional recommendation. Don't just look at the star rating. Read the actual reviews, especially the negative ones. Look for patterns, Do multiple customers mention the same problems? How does the contractor respond to criticism? Studies show that 84% of people trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations, according to research from Bright Local. But here's what most homeowners miss. Legitimate contractors will have a mix of reviews and will respond professionally to complaints. Let me tell you what to watch for. No business is perfect, and authentic review profiles show some variation. What you want to see is how they handle problems when they arise. Do they respond professionally? Do they offer to make things right? Or they get defensive and argumentative? Here's exactly what to do. Check Google reviews, Better Business Bureau, Angie's List, and even social media. If you can't find substantial online presence or reviews, ask yourself why a legitimate business wouldn't have customer feedback after years of operation. Also, be wary of contractors with recent bursts of positive reviews. This could indicate fake reviews. The research from the System Pavers blog confirms that questionable or non-existent references in reviews are major red flags. A contractor with a solid reputation will have years of documented customer experiences that you can verify. Red flag number 4, excessive deposit demands. While small, reasonable deposits are customary, you should always be wary of a roofing contractor that asks you for large upfront deposits. Here's what I've learned in 20 years. Legitimate contractors have established relationships with suppliers and the financial stability to purchase materials without taking your money first. When someone demands 50% or more upfront, it often means they're using your money to pay for someone else's job. Consumer protection experts recommend never paying more than 10 to 30% upfront, and that should only cover material costs, not labor. According to research from the System Pavers blog, if a contractor asks you to pay 80% or more of the project upfront, it may mean they don't have enough steady business to cover the cost of materials for your project. I've seen homeowners lose $15,000, $25,000, even $50,000 when contractors take large deposits and disappear. Once that money's gone, it is nearly impossible to recover. The key thing to understand is this. Structure payments around completed milestones. Pay for materials when they're delivered. Pay for labor as work is completed. Never pay for work that hasn't been done yet. Here's another warning sign from the research. Watch out for contractors who offer a discount if you pay entirely in cash. This could mean they're trying to avoid paying taxes. Cash-only operations are often a sign of unlicensed or uninsured contractors who are trying to avoid leaving a paper trail. The protection strategy is simple. Legitimate contractors understand that homeowners need to protect themselves. They'll work with reasonable payment schedules tied to project milestones. If a contractor pressures you for large upfront payments or gets angry when you suggest milestone payments, walk away. Red flag number 5. Unprofessional contracts. The contract you are given should always be professionally written and should clearly lay out all of the materials and clearly explain all of the terms of the contract. State and federal consumer fraud laws require contractors to structure their contracts in a specific way. If the contract looks very basic and not professional, this is often a red flag that you should be concerned about. A legitimate contract should specify exact materials, brand names, model numbers, colors, timeline with milestones, payment schedule, cleanup procedures, and warranty terms. It should also include the contractor's license number and insurance information. Think of it like this. If a contractor can't be bothered to create a professional contract, how much care do you think they'll put into your roof installation? The contract is your legal protection and their professional commitment. According to research from Vatter Construction, no formal contract is a major red flag. The How Stuff Works research also confirms that handshakes are great, but don't begin a project or make payment on one without getting everything in writing. Here's what to look for. The contract should be detailed enough that another contractor could complete the work using the same specifications. It should include start and completion dates, specific materials with model numbers, labor details, permit information, and cleanup responsibilities. Most importantly, it should clearly outline what happens if problems arise or changes need to be made. Take time to review the estimate. Compare it with other bids, and don't be afraid to ask questions. A legitimate contractor will welcome your thoroughness because they have nothing to hide. If they pressure you to sign immediately or get defensive about contract details, that's a major warning sign. Now, if you're dealing with an older roof and want to know whether it's time for a replacement or if repairs will suffice, understanding these red flags is just the beginning. The decision-making process involves evaluating multiple factors that most homeowners aren't aware of. I've created a comprehensive guide that walks through this entire process. It's helped thousands of New Jersey homeowners make informed decisions about their roof investments. You can find the link in the description below. Let me put this simply. You now have the insider knowledge to separate legitimate roofing contractors from the ones who will take your money and leave you with problems. These 5 red flags: insufficient business history, lack of manufacturer certifications, poor online reputations, excessive deposit demands, and unprofessional contracts are your early warning system. What this tells us is that protecting your home and your investment isn't about luck. It's about knowing what questions to ask and what warning signs to watch for. You're now equipped with 20 years of industry knowledge that most homeowners never get access to. But here's something most homeowners don't realize. Even good contractors can make mistakes that will cost you thousands if you don't know how to spot them during the installation process. Now that you understand how to identify contractors you should avoid, you need to know what to look for during the actual installation to ensure you're getting the quality work you paid for. In my next video, Installation Red Flags Every Homeowner Must Know, I'll show you exactly what to watch for while the work is being done, including the 3 critical mistakes that even experienced contractors sometimes can make that will void your warranty and cost you thousands in future repairs. Click here to watch that next, because knowing how to hire the right contractor is only half of the battle.